I'm here for you, 'cause you're my life, my brother. You said I never want you. I want you to know that Hey, what's up, everybody? This is my 2 cents, and I'm coming in today from a girl, Truth Slayer. Unfortunately, she's taking care of her little grandson who hasn't been feeling good the past couple of days. So she asked me to just come on and say hi to you guys, and just give you a little something, something from her channel. Um, it's my first time, so she's kind of throwing me to the wolves, but that's okay. I love her anyway. um, First of all, I want to, hi, Andrea. I want to first give my condolences to um, George Floyd's family. I found out last night actually that I work on the same floor with one of his cousins. And, I happened to see her and another one of their relatives on the news last night. So, I mean, real sad situation there going on. And one that I'm not going to talk about too much because I get upset. Um, but she wanted me to come in and just talk about something. And I was very, very unsure about what to talk about. Um, I think I want to talk about, well, not so much about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but a little article that I saw on page 6. And the first paragraph or two of the article is what piqued my, you know, piqued my interest the most. And I'm gonna read. Let me see. I'm gonna read it real quick. She's been rumored to be dating someone else and have been seen out with this guy and everything. So it was one of his associates. The comment they made is what I was kind of like, wow. But anyway, says that, let me see, where do I want? I don't want to read the whole thing because it's way too long. Um, Give me just a second. Okay. Um, his name is Rodney White. And it says that Nene Leakes' close relationship with a USDA director named Rodney White is raising eyebrows within social circles. Sources tell page 6. Sources allege that while Nene and her husband Greg Leakes have been fighting publicly, the Real Housewives of Atlanta star was getting close to White. Nene, 53, and White, 54, have reportedly been um, been family friends, in quotes, for years prior to her finding reality TV stardom. But a source said the pair began spending more time together since late 2017, and they've been spotted together several times. Um, People close to him, this is the part that kind of tripped me out. People close to him have said that it's all about the lifestyle. A source said, it if it wasn't for that, he wouldn't give her the time of day because he didn't before when she was a nobody. He knew her before she became the Nene Leakes that she is today and before the multiple surgeries to change her looks. So that's all of it that I'm going to read because the rest of it goes into places that they've been seen together, and other issues with her and Greg and all that. But just that first couple of paragraphs is what I found really interesting. Um, so if this is true, which it's alleged at this point, but if this is really true, then you know equate this into your own life. Like, and I thought about it. How would I feel about somebody that I known, maybe even grew up with or had known for the past 10, 15, 20 years. And then, I come into, you know, a little money, stardom, whatever, and I decide to have some work done. And okay, okay, Andrea, be patient with me. I see your comment. Let's see. Do you really believe Nene cheating on Greg? I believe Juan Cats put it out. Um, wow. I, I'm on the fence about it. I'm not real sure. I know that she did make a comment on a platform a while back. I don't remember where I heard her say this, but she did say that if Greg wanted to see somebody else or see other people, that basically, it's not verbatim, but basically she was saying that she was okay with it, but just know that I'm going to do what I want to do as well. So, but her making that statement kind of confused me also because um she got like really upset and fired the young lady who was managing her store that she opened in Maryland, because there were rumors that, because Greg had been FaceTiming with this woman and everything. So, it's a bit of a contradiction there. Um, Hi, Felicia Fee. Hi, Brown Barbie. How are you guys this evening? Yeah, if you guys missed it at the beginning, I'm just here just trying to bring a little content. Um, Truth Slayer is she's caring for her little grandson who, well, he's not a little boy, but but he's not been feeling well the past couple of days. He's asthmatic, so she's taking care of him, and she hadn't been able to be on a few days, so she just wanted to have a little content of sorts going on her page, and she asked me to do it. So, I hope I'm not. This is my very first time on, StreamYard hosting. I've jumped on and given my 2 cents on a subject, but hosting, this is a whole different animal. Okay. Oh, okay, Brian Barbie, it's your first time. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, Patricia Ellington. How are you? But yeah, so but what I found interesting really about the statement about him is like, now if he had known Nene years ago, um and he basically never gave her the time of day, and it sounds as if it was prior to her being married to Greg, right? So, he wasn't interested in her then, but now that she's who she is today, he's okay with being seen in public with her, with dating her out to dinner and all of these things. So I just don't know. I think I would feel some type of way about that. I personally, I don't think I would want to even date him now. It's like I was, you felt like I was unattractive or whatever, 10, 15, 20 years ago. you know I don't think I'd want to be bothered with him now. Would you? How do you guys feel about that? And and that's not to say that the source is really being truthful, because the person is, that's kind of I think their opinion of how he feels. I mean, he didn't say that. So, but yeah, the whole situation with Nene and Greg is it's interesting. It's messy. I mean, and because they put a lot of their personal information, their personal business out there via, Instagram, I guess Twitter, what have you. Um, oh, Brown Barbie says that's cool that you're looking out for your friend. Oh, yeah. Thank you. I just hope I'm doing her proud. I mean, I'm a little bit nervous, but I hope that she's okay with what I'm doing. She just let go the reins and just said, "Have at it." But yeah, they their lives have played out, not only on the television, it's played out, like I said, again, on social media, via Instagram and I guess Twitter and things like that, and they've said some not so nice things back and forth to each other publicly, you know Andrea says, is he interested in her because she has money and the fame? That yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. If that's the case, I would not be talking to him. Neither would I, Andrea. Neither would I. I mean, if he, I mean, he could kick rocks at this point. I wasn't good enough for you to, to hang out with, and 20 years ago, like, why now? Absolutely not. Miss Patricia says, my opinion is that if you didn't give me the time of day back then, so leave it. Exactly, Miss Patricia, exactly. I feel that exact way because I mean, and the enhancements that she's done to herself, through you know whatever surgeries she's had. I don't know what they all are. um, oh, thank you, Andrea. Thank you. I appreciate that. You guys are helping me to kind of calm down a little bit. but I think that did those things because I mean, and this is strictly my opinion, but I think she probably had the surgeries, whatever she's had done, she did it because she wanted to feel better about herself, you know, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, you know. um I think that she knows she was, entered into an industry where looks are everything, you know what I'm saying. They're very important, how you look, the size you are, and things like that, play a huge part in moving your career forward when it comes to television and Hollywood, etc. So, I mean, yeah, I don't blame her for wanting to, to look her best, However, in my opinion, I don't. When Nene, the first season of Real Housewives of Atlanta, um, Nene was not a bad looking lady to start with, you know. Even then, I mean, she's never been unattractive in my opinion. So, but the changes that she has made, she's done them for herself, or she's done them for her career, whatever her reason is. That's one thing, but for a man to now want to date you because you've made these changes to your appearance, um that says some things, right? And they're not good ones in my opinion. So, oh, let me catch up with the chat. Hi, Sherry D. And I apologize. It's my 2 cents. Truth Slayers caring for her grandson. So she just wanted to come in and have a little bit of content for you guys. It had been several days since she'd been able to come on, and she asked me to do it. So I want to do her justice if I can. It's unfortunate that our society focuses so much on looks. Absolutely, as looks and sizes. Yeah, it really is. I mean, because as we know, I mean, Lizzo, I mean, isn't that her name? Not that big, but she's caught all sorts of flack about the way she dresses. For being a girl of her size, she's caught all kinds of comments, criticism, negativity, you name it. Like, but she's comfortable clearly in her own skin. She's extremely happy with who she is, how she is, and she exudes that confidence, and that speaks volumes. Miss Patricia said, I still think Nene still has some issues, and the hard talking she doesn't say. I think it is a little bit. I think so too, because she's been dubbed, the big bad Nene, and kind of. I mean, she's been called a bully and things like that, and I think she feels that she has to keep that persona up to a degree, Um, you know, I guess it's all in television, I guess. Andrea says, in my opinion, I would not be talking to him. I wouldn't either, Andrea. If he didn't like the old me, I may swing improvement. And now he wants to be with me. I would trust that. No, I absolutely agree. Yeah, I mean, it's like, you want to be with me? Like, now that I mean, and this is not because I don't know what surgeries Nene has had other than some lipo, but if I had my nose redone, if I had total body sculpting, and I mean, like I'm basically unrecognizable to you know to my old self from you know 5 years ago, 10 years ago. I mean, um and now you want to date me. I mean, my biggest, I mean, it is why. But I mean, I think that writing is on the wall as well, because I mean, she's not a I mean, she's, how can I put it? I want to be generous about it, but she's kind of a star in her own right um in the housewives world. You know what I mean? Oh no, it's fine, Sherry. It's fine. Andrew says, if he didn't like the old man, yeah, yeah. I mean, if I'm going to change my looks, it's going to be for me, you know. And again, if we happen to run into each other, and you see me, like, wow, you look different, blah blah blah. Okay, that's cool. Pay me a compliment and keep it pushing. you know but don't now want to hang out with me and you know go to attend different events and things like that with me now, because you feel like, oh, I look so much better than I used to. you know that's not a compliment at all. Brian Barbie, if I think oh, I'm sorry. I think that if plastic surgery makes someone feels better about themselves, I'm all for it. Yes, yes, I agree. I agree. And I used to be one of those people that said, "Oh, I would never change. This is the way God made me. You know, I'm not changing anything about myself." For a long time, I wouldn't even I wouldn't change my hair color or anything. I mean, it's just like, this is me. End of story. Well, as life goes on, you get older, I began to change different things. Now I haven't had any plastic surgery, but I've changed my hair color. I've worn contacts, different color contacts that kind of lighten my eyes. Little things that I've done before, but nothing major. You know what I'm saying? But even with that, you know I did those things simply because it's what I wanted to do. I wanted to just have a just have a different look, you know what I'm saying? And that goes for women or men, because women does that does that too. Okay, to other women. Yes. Right, Patricia. Right. Right, it does. It goes both ways, because there are men who um it comes to mind one person. I remember a guy from school. We graduated, right? He was a really skinny kid. Not, he wasn't one of the cuter boys. And we when we had our 20-year reunion, he and his wife came, and I literally did not recognize him at all. Other classmates had to say, tell me, that's Virgil. I'm like, no, you're lying. I was like, no, no way, no way. He totally transformed. I mean, like, he morphed some kind of way, because he looked absolutely nothing like he did in high school. I mean, he was very handsome. He had got his, body, he had buffed up. He wasn't scrawny, you know. I mean, he just, I couldn't believe it was the same person. I could not believe it was the same person. But but people do things that they're comfortable with, I think, for the most part. But let me ask you guys a question. Um, would you want, I mean, would you, if you know, if your mate ask you to have a surgery of some sort, you know, or just on your own, would you have any kind of surgery to, that would enhance you have, so like, would you get your breasts done, or tummy tuck, or anything like that, to enhance yourself, to for someone else, you know, would you do it? Andrea says she's on the original Housewife Love. She is. I think some of her classmates are immediate are intimidated by that. Just my opinion. Probably so. Probably so, Andrea. They probably are. Because everybody does not wish you well. You know, um, you may think y'all are cool, but they may not, um they may not have, really great sentiments about you behind closed doors. You know what I mean? So I think people, Patricia says, not for someone else, but for me, yes. Yeah, I think it would be a big mistake to alter anything about you for someone else, because you could very much, I mean, what if you and the person, you end up, you break up, or they still break up with you anyway, or what have you, the relationship ends, and then there you are, you could be, staring in the mirror, you went and got these huge big triple D's or F's. for him, now he's gone, you're looking at yourself, what the hell did I do to myself? Brown Barbie says, I would have several times then if I could afford it, only for myself because not anyone else's opinion. Okay. I changed some things about myself, lost weight, changed my hair color, changed my makeup, and Ashley made me feel so good about myself. Yeah, yeah, and that's what builds your confidence. You know what I'm saying? Because you did it for you, for your own self-esteem, your own what's the word I'm looking for? Like, you just wanted to do something that was just for you. You know what I mean? Because so many times, as women, we give so much of ourselves to other people, to our partners in a relationship, to our children, our other, our family, our moms, dads, grandparents, what have you, your career, and you always tend to end up on the back burner oftentimes. So when you have the opportunity to do something of that magnitude, you definitely want it to be for you, you know, something all just for yourself, just for yourself. And it like I said, it makes you feel good. It makes you, it puts you in a different in a different headspace, and it just uplifts you all around, you know and I think that's how those things should be looked at. People, you definitely shouldn't, I mean, that just like get a tattoo. You know what I'm saying? People say, never tattoo someone's name on you, you know what I mean? Because they could be gone in the next 2 months or 2 weeks after you get it, and then you're like, damn. Like, why? Then you're kicking yourself. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Okay, Miss Patricia. Yeah, and definitely, yeah. I probably well, me personally, I don't know. Even with a spouse, it would have to be something that I truly want to do for me. Um, Andrew says, I think some of us women, sometimes as women, you're always change your look for men, and sometimes they don't appreciate. Andrea, you spoke a word, my sister. Absolutely, they don't. And I literally, I remember a friend of mine. She, she said that about her husband. She said she doesn't, I mean, they didn't have the greatest of relationships, but she said he never notice things about her when she would change. Like if she would like lighten her hair a little bit, or I mean changes that were obvious to to me as a friend of hers. I'm like, oh girl, you changed your hair color, that's cute, blah blah blah. I mean, but her husband, I think he would notice stuff, but he wouldn't say it. I think he was just a bastard, but I digress. But sometimes they may not, we go to a lot of effort, for them, and it just goes over their heads, you know. Brown Barbie says, I gotta get ready for work. Great job. Oh, thank you, Brown Barbie. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And I know Truth Slayer does as well. And I know she's gonna watch this back. You know, thank you so much. Um, but yeah, so I just think that we, as women, we give so much of ourselves to other people, and and everybody wants to be seen in a great light. Everybody wants to be seen in a good light. But you just have to realize that you can't always do it for someone else. It has to be solely for you. It has to be solely for you. And that's important for us um to continue to have our strength, you know. Um as a woman, as wives, as fiancés, girlfriends, mothers, what have you. Um because you have to do what you need to do to be at your best self, you know. And like I said a little earlier, we tend to put ourselves on the back burner a lot of times, you know, for one reason or another, and you push yourself to the back so much, it's like you always find a reason not to put yourself first, if that makes sense, you know. So that's one of the things that I would, that I would say to women is just, stop finding a reason to put yourself last, you know. Move yourself up the totem pole, and do something that's just for you. Do something that's just for you. It's not selfish or anything, it's for your own well-being. It's for your own mental well-being. And if that's taking yourself um to just get a massage. If you go once a month, you know, just do that. That's quiet. It's just complete downtime for you to rejuvenate your mind, your body, your spirit, you know. And or a pedicure, a mani pedi, get go in, uh the ones who have the drinks, get your glass of champagne and just sit back and be pampered, you deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. Because again, there's a lot of talk um on here about mental health, and that's very, very, very important. And we need to nurture that as much as possible. You know, um, you're going to, you're going to put your children are going to be first. Your spouse is going to be first. You know what I'm saying? But you have to get yourself to a point, and there has to come a day when you say, look, no, this is about me. This is totally about me. And I mean, I'll tell you this. I've even gone, left home, went and I checked into a hotel for the weekend all by myself. Um, I I let everybody know ahead of time. Listen, I'm checking out. I'm going somewhere else and check in. Don't call me. I'm not answering the phone. Um, the phone will be on, but the ringer won't. So if there, send me a text message. If it's an emergency, I'll respond. But other than that, I'm doing me this weekend. You know, and you know rejuvenate and revive yourself. Give yourself, you know, an uplifting. You know, and because the bottom line is, you do so much for others. That one, something that that simple, don't cheat yourself out of. Absolutely do it for yourself, and don't feel guilty about it. Don't feel guilty about it. There's nothing to feel guilty about, because if you're in a good headspace, um your spirit is good, your attitude is good, you feel good, you know what I'm saying, that's going to radiate. And uh whoever is around you in your household, your work, they'll see it. You know what I'm saying? We're like, oh, what's gotten her, or she has a little glow, a little extra little pep in her step, and you deserve to have that. You absolutely deserve to have that. But now it seems like I'm just rambling now. But I do want to say thank you, ladies. Thank you so very much for stopping by. Um, oh, thank you, Andrea. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the compliment. But thank each of you for dropping by the live. Um, I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up. I mean, um, there it's all from a girl truth. Um, she's being who she is and caring and loving on her grandson who needs her right now. But I mean, he's okay. He is okay, but he does have asthma. So like I said, she's just caring for him right now. But she'll be back real soon. Um, she'll be back real soon to say, to bring you guys some more really good content. And I know I'm waiting on her to come in with that stimulus update. So come on, girl. Come on, girl. Oh, thank you so much, Miss Patricia. And I want to wish you ladies a wonderful, wonderful evening. And again, thank you so much for coming over to the live. Um, just thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. I really do. And I know that Truth Slayer appreciates it as well. So I'll be getting my grade from her after she watches this, okay? But you all have an absolutely wonderful evening. And I'll be seeing you guys around, okay? Bye.